So I'm putting the stew on, and I don't know if I showed you what I do before. I put the previous day's ginger back in after cutting it into a couple of slits into it, and then I put that. So I used the ginger for 2 days, and then this new batch of ginger, I'm cutting bigger pieces so that I only need to put a couple of pieces in there. Now you'll run down to some smaller pieces, of course, because ginger is all kinds of sizes. But I've been getting huge enough roots where I can get me some big, thick slices, like so. Maybe even, and I actually like some thicker than this now. It's a little thicker than that. My herb stem bundle. I have the same trick for my limes. You know, my limes come out of the freezer. Here they are. And the way I cut and juice them, I just slice the top. I just slice the top open, and I juice the lime. So then I throw the rind in here, and I put the new rind in. Oops, put the new rind in with the old rind. Yeah, so everything gets rotated out, but used for 2 days, but then rotated out. So you can tell this is green and frozen. This is the new lime, and this is the old lime. And what I do, I told you so. The new lime just has the top off because that's why I juiced it, and then put it in the freezer. And so since this is a fresh lime from yesterday, I cut slits in it like this, so that I'll know that this is the old lime. I'll know anyway because the color is drastically different, more vibrant for the more current lime. And I'll turn that on right when he's supposed to get off work and get it simmering. I think I might grow ginger back in that corner that is hard to get into in the well garden. I see a collard leaf that's ready to come out, but what am I making for dinner? Well, I left y'all out. I left y'all up and on the whole time that I went out to harvest. I have some more sugar beet leaves. They're doing very nice. They're working like my cut and come again greens do, and salad greens. They smell fresh and green, but not grassy green. For my purslane, I usually just go get a big old stalk like this that's about to flower, because I don't want it to flower, because I have it everywhere. There's plenty of it, organic and not treated, and I don't want more. So it's usually a stem like this that is beginning to bud. That's the bud. The flowers are really pretty and yellow, and for people that like flowers, they're really cute. I mean, if you're okay with little flowers. So I know some of y'all like to have the big showy flowers too. Anyway, I usually get a big stem like this that's about to flower because the leaves are thick and easy to just jet spray clean. And I cut it at the base of the stem like so. But when I'm trying to harvest a little patch that's reseeded itself, and I don't want the patch to be there, I'll pick up the whole thing, and it'll come up. I'll get it up, roots and all, like so. So then I clean those up, and of course, I'll just put this whole thing on a sandwich or a burger or something like this. I do not cook my purslane because it has that mucilage. It has that goo that okra has, like I would suspect a succulent would have if you cooked it. And I consider these succulents, whether the colonizers' agricultural information include them in that species or not. Just from what I know about succulents, I consider this to also be a succulent. This superfood to also be a succulent. Yeah, I eat them just like that. So I'll clean this off to the root, and I'll actually cut the root off. Now, for the most part, when I have time or opportunity, I might just go ahead and cut the roots off, just because they're stringy. But believe me, if you just put this on whatever you put it on, you're not going to really notice the difference. When I use this on my sandwiches or burgers or whatever, I take these stems, like I'll take this whole stem off. This is about as big a stem as I'll put on anything, but I just as soon tear these off. I used to take each one of these leaves off and sprinkle them over my food. But now, like if I have a small branch like this, I don't mind putting that whole damn branch on. Boom, boom. It makes everything easier. And these stems are really pretty delicious. You get them fresh. Yeah, they're pretty good. They have just a slight sorrel sourness to them, but really light and fresh. It's really good. So yeah, these are a great lettuce substitute, or good as an addition to lettuce on anything. For anything that you're using fresh raw lettuce for. And in fact, I also put these branches in my salads, and they're delicious. Delicious! Y'all know I wouldn't lie to you. I ain't making it up. Man, man, these sugar beet greens gonna be so good. They be lying to y'all about that other stuff, but this here. Shake your booty. Forgot I had these purple collars. But I just fill this halfway up. I use a pretty big green container. And I put all my harvested greens in it. There aren't very many, but as the season goes on, these will get bigger. Now, as my harvest get larger, I will just be prepared to cut and freeze or blanch or cook and freeze or whatever I need to do for that storage. Oh, shit. I threw them away. I actually have some more lids because I have some more sets of my green Tupperware. It's supposed to be, y'all know what it's supposed to be. I'll show you. Hold on just a second. Boom! I have 2 more boxes of these too. You know what? These would make good gifts. Nope. They would make good gifts. Keeps fresh longer. I don't know if they really do. Environmentally friendly, reusable containers. Helps extend the life of fruits, vegetables, cheese, bread, and meals. Helps reduce vitamin loss without the use of harmful chemicals. Keeps all edibles fresh longer. Store in the refrigerator or on countertop. They're not going on the countertop. I'll tell you that right now. I told y'all about these. You could have got yours for free. I got 4 sets. 2 sets are here and have been used up. Oh, they got some different lids. These look slightly different. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? Like a mashed potato. Tell me, baby, do you like it like this? So I'm gonna run these through the dishwasher. 20 days regular storage and 20 days always fresh containers. These edibles release ethylene gases during the natural ripening process. The exposure of fruits and vegetables to this gas will speed up the aging process and deterioration. Always fresh containers help you to extend the life of all fruits and vegetables by absorbing and removing the ethylene gases. Y'all believe that shit? I don't believe it. All food should be dry before placing in the always fresh containers. Wash, rinse as usual before cooking and eating. They capitalize that word dry. Always fresh containers are reusable. Simply rinse and allow to dry after each use. Use 1 container for each product. If moisture builds in the container, then wipe it clean with a paper towel. Try and keep the containers as dry as possible during the storage process. Can also be used to store fish and poultry. It says, if moisture builds in, then wipe it clean with a paper towel. This sounds like it ain't making no claims about being dishwasher safe. So you know what? I might stop putting them in the dishwasher. Maybe. I'm definitely going to stop putting the lids in the dishwasher because the lids eventually warp and wear and this comes up. It might do that anyway, but meanwhile, since I'm hand washing the lids anyway, hand wash the damn lid and put it on. Take my hand. So I'm not worried about this being dry because, and my name is Larry.